The 10 best Greek islands. Depending on your definition of what constitutes an island, Greece has between 1,200 and 6,000 islands. About 200 of these islands are inhabited, with stories reaching back thousands of years. Here are the 10 best Greek islands, starting in the city of Lindos on the island of Rhodes.
This is the Temple of Athena, not only one of the most important archaeological sites in the world, one of the most pretty views in the world. If you look at the heart-shaped harbor down below that comes out into the open sea, it's panoramic blue sea all the way around here in Lindos. Lindos is a city that is as incredible as any city in antiquity that you'll ever see in the world.
Number 10. Rhodes. One of the pinnacle societies in ancient history. The classic cities of Rhodes were built by the Dorians in the 8th century BC. Once home to the Colossus of Rhodes, for a connoisseur of history, this island is a paradise. Number 9. Cephalonia. Pronounced Cephalonia in Greek, along with its adjacent island, Ithaca, is the birthplace of Odysseus, whose legendary return home was chronicled by Homer. Cephalonia was ruled by Venice for centuries, as well as the French, the Ottomans, the Sicilians, and many more. So many waves of history make Cephalonia an irreplaceable testament to the depth and complexity of the story of the Western world. Number 8. Santorini. Home to one of the largest volcanic eruptions in recorded history 3,600 years ago, Santorini went from a major metropolitan power to uninhabited in an instant. Rebuilt over centuries, Santorini was devastated again by earthquakes. Today, Santorini is an island of sugar cube houses topped with vivid blue domes, surrounded by crystal blue waters splashing up against black sand beaches, and kaleidoscopic sunsets, the envy of the Mediterranean. As pretty a place as there is in the world, with wine country day trips and a festive nightlife. Santorini deserves to be on your shortest list of world treasures you simply must see. Number 7. Mykonos. Known locally as the Island of the Winds, and you'll understand why when you're there. Mykonos enjoys the best nightlife in the Greek islands, with a multitude of luxury restaurants, festive bars, and happy crowds, vacationing on a cosmopolitan island still rich with history. Mykonos is one of the most inviting and exciting destinations in all of Greece, and perennially not only on top 10 lists of the Greek islands, but top 10 lists of the world itself. Number 6. Milos. Famous for the Venus de Milo, now in the Louvre, Milos has been the preeminent exporter of razor-sharp obsidian glass for as far as Milosian ships could sail for over 15,000 years. If a more relaxed pace is your speed, Milos is for you. Number 5. Paros. While Milos was sharing their wealth of obsidian glass with the world, Paros was sending its merchant sailors around their known world with some of the finest white marble available anywhere for any price. Vacationing in Paros features breathtaking beauty, incredible beaches, and warm, translucent water. A perfect island getaway if you like relaxed luxury, and more modest crowds than neighboring Mykonos and Santorini. Or as a starting point for your island hopping adventure. Number 4. Crete. The largest and most populous of the Greek islands, Crete was the center of Minoan society for 13 centuries, beginning in 2700 BC, featuring stories you know, like the legend of the Minotaur. However, Crete has been continuously visited and inhabited for 130,000 years. Crete has been ruled and occupied by numerous powerful societies over the millennia. But most prevalent today is Venetian rule, which lasted 400 years beginning in 1212. Why is Venetian rule so significant? Its architectural and civic influence makes for some of the best sightseeing and picture taking on the island, especially the Venetian Old City and port of Chania. If you love history and beauty, with the convenience of big hotels and abundant sightseeing, Crete is an island you do not want to miss. Number 3. Corfu. We went on a 12K hike across an entire forest's worth of family-owned olive orchards, wandering our way through tiny towns and picturesque vistas all along the way to St. George Beach. Corfu could easily be called Butterfly Island, since there are over 75 known species of Corfiot butterfly, making a colorful commotion pretty much everywhere you go. Number 2. Zakynthos. Home to Navajo Beach, or Shipwreck Beach, one of the most photogenic beaches in the world. Conquered in ancient times by Odysseus himself, Zakynthos is worth the trouble, as it is one of the prettiest islands in the Ionian Sea. Zakynthos is also home to the endangered Crete sea turtle, and features excellent diving, ocean sports, and beaches, as well as great hotels, restaurants, and a fun nightlife scene. Number 1. Naxos. Famous for being the birthplace of Zeus and home to a number of famous Greek mythological events, Naxos traces its history back 200,000 years ago, when it was first occupied by Neanderthals. Today, Naxos is famous for the Naxos Portara, or Temple of Apollo, as well as being one of the greenest and most naturally exquisite islands in all of the Mediterranean. Chora was a thriving center of the Venetian Empire and makes for a breathtaking finish to your Greek island adventure.
We're literally on the other side of the world, on an island called Cephalonia. We're in a cave leading to a huge underground lake. And in this tight cave that goes maybe a couple hundred feet front to back, my youngest decides it's time to have a farting competition and has pretty much gassed out everybody in the entire facility.